UFC Vegas 95. This is the weigh-in recap show, full card predictions, and the betting breakdown. Looking forward to talking about each of the matchups on this card after seeing the fighters on the scales. So make sure you guys smash the likes. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn the post notifications on and make sure you share the video as well. And also note, I'm going to be live for the entire card Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss the fight companion. And let's get into the fights. First one, we have a rematch, ladies. Stephanie Luciano versus Talita Alencar. I've been picking the side of Talita Alencar throughout the week. She is 1-0 in the UFC now. They had a draw on Contender Series, and Luciano was actually picked up and signed from there. Alencar was brought to the UFC later. And when you look at her performance against Riani Amanda, it was relatively good. Amanda's an experienced veteran, and Alencar, I do think she deserved the decision at the end of it. She has really good grappling, and she showed that in the first fight against Stephanie Luciano, consistently landing takedowns, getting some top control, and winning the first 2 rounds. Round 3 is where she fell apart. She gassed out, and Luciano beat the brakes off of her. For the entire 3rd round, Alencar was in survival mode. Alencar stepped in to take that fight on Contender Series on short notice. I think her gas tank is going to be better than we've ever seen before in this matchup here against Luciano as they run it back. I like Luciano striking. She's very young at 24. Alencar with the UFC win, I just have more evidence of an improvement than I have with Luciano. But of course, at 24, you can improve 30% from fight to fight. But I expect Alencar's key takedowns to be the significant portion and significant factor of the fight, which get her a win. So I am going to go with Alencar to win it in a competitive one. I think she gets it done on the judges' scorecards. Now we're going to look at the ladies on the scales. We got Stephanie Luciano. She looks tremendous on the scale. Great shape, ready to rock. Long reach too. She looks shredded out. Look at the vascularity, bro. Look at the shreds, the chest rippling, the rippling chest. And then you got Alencar, who's coming in nice shape as well. I think she's improved in her physical fitness for sure since that first fight against Luciano. She's looking a lot better. And we have an intense face-off, obviously the same as we saw before. We know Luciano on the feet is very difficult for Alencar to deal with. Same to be said on the flip side of Alencar's grappling giving Luciano a lot of trouble. I think Alencar is going to give her problems again with the takedowns. We don't know about the improvement of Luciano's grappling defense. I'm sure she's working like a mad woman on getting them better. But I'm not so sure she's going to be ready to deal with Alencar on the ground. And a better version of Alencar. And Alencar with an improved gas tank. I'm going to pick Alencar to pull it off this time. I think she wins it competitively. Plus 135 for Alencar. Luciano at minus 155. Highly likely these ladies are over 2.5 rounds. That sits at minus 280. I'm going to go with an Alencar win by decision. That sits at plus 245. The over is pretty high confidence. And then obviously Alencar, straight money line underdog if you're looking to bet down on this fight. Riskier bet. I mean, you have a 1-0 Alencar in the UFC versus Luciano making a debut. You got a rematch of the first fight being a draw. But I am going to go with Alencar as the winner. I think she pulls through and pulls it off. Betting-wise, it's an underdog attack. Not a most confident pick of the night. But I do think Alencar is going to win. So we're riding with her to pull it off. Let's keep on running up. Next fight on the card, we have Jarno Errens versus Youssef Zalal. I've been picking Youssef Zalal throughout the entire week. He had a tremendous UFC return. Going out there, beating Billy Q in the striking and then submitting the jiu-jitsu black belt, Billy Q, who's known for grappling skills. I thought it was pretty damn impressive for Zalal, especially on short notice, and especially because he was a UFC washout a few years ago. In 2022, the Damon Blackshear draw, he reinvented himself. He was only, 27 now? He's at the time of that. He's in his, he's 25 then? He's a baby at that point in his MMA career. Comes back to the UFC, destroys Billy Q. There's a lot of hype on him right now. Beating Billy Q is a big win. Beating Billy Q is a bigger win than a Jarno Errens win. In a sense, this is a relative competition step down for him. Now, respect to Errens striking. He's good on the feet. He has knockout power. He is just 1-2 in the UFC, but he beat the brakes off of Steven Nguyen last time out. But Youssef Zalal is a level jump from a Nguyen. Errens has good striking and he has knockout power in his hands. Zalal also, Moroccan kickboxing base. He's slick on the feet, but where I see a clear advantage for him is in the grappling and the output. So I do think Youssef Zalal is live to win if they hit it to the floor. I do think he can also outstrike a Jarno Errens too. But I think Zalal is alive for a submission, if not a decision, where some key takedowns are landed. I believe in Zalal as a prospect. And at just 27, I mean, nearly 28. He's a day away from 28 on fight day. I think he's got a lot of potential to emerge as somebody that sticks around on the UFC roster for a while, especially with a debut against Ilia Topuria and going distance. Ilia Topuria's UFC debut. Jarno Errens looks jacked, though. He looks like an absolute Chad. Look at the freak. He's got the spin-off McGregor chest piece. I don't know what that tattoo says on his stomach, but it has cool font. That's nice. And he's got the slickster haircut, too. I respect the Netherlands Savage. The Moroccan Devil right here. Youssef Zalal looks ready to go. He's shredded out, too. You see Errens a little bit taller. Errens looks jacked, bro. Errens got that back knee coming in, too. You saw the left, and maybe Errens was rubbing some testosterone gel on his fucking rib cage. No, I'm just fucking around. I don't know about that. But he looks pretty fucking jacked for this fight. He looks in great shape, and I'm giving respect to where it's due. But I believe in Youssef Zalal's abilities. Menacing, intense look for Errens is definitely there. But he's from the Netherlands. There's a lot of intimidating Dutch fighters. They're known for good striking. They're not known for good grappling. And I think that Youssef Zalal is en route to getting a signature win for himself. I'm going to pick him. Now, the odds suck. A lot of these fights, the odds suck. Minus 440 for Youssef Zalal. So you got to throw down a shitload to make 100 back. You can't really moneyline it. It would be kind of nonsensical to moneyline it. Errens plus 340. If you think it's going long, that's minus 220. If you like Zalal on the cards, it's minus 130. But if he does lock up a sub, you get plus 275. Not great either. Prop betting side of this one is relatively shit. And I think Youssef Zalal as a parlay piece is essentially one of the few options. Confident lean, yes. But horrendous odds. I would have loved to see minus 200. Let's see real quick. Zalal opened up at minus 285. Like, bro, if you could have got him at minus 255, minus 225, this is the range I like for him. Minus 250 range. But at minus 440, my God. He's an overly wide favorite for a fight that I expect him to win. I'm picking him confidently. But I'm just bringing up, like, Errens is not bad, though. Errens has got good striking. He's got knockout power. He's still young at 29. But I think Zalal is going to end up pulling through. A little bit better Zalal. I could see a 29-28, submission or decision, but I could see that 29-28. And I'm going with Youssef Zalal with another key win. I think he pulls through and looks good in this fight. I'm going with Zalal. I'll say, you know what? Sticking with submission, but it wouldn't be crazy if it went distance. Next fight, we got Karl Williams versus Jhonata Diniz. Heavyweights going after. I'm going with Diniz. I've been picking him throughout the week because he's going to have a little bit of a size edge over Karl Williams. He definitely is a way better striker. Now, of course, Jhonata Diniz is a kickboxer. He's got suspect ground skills. And getting mounted by Austin Lane in the first round is a massive red flag. But the expectation was Lane was going to try to slug fist with him because Austin Lane is a striker. Whereas Karl Williams is a known panic pressure wrestler. Now, he does a good job of it. He's 3-0 in the UFC. Karl Williams is great at smothering his opponents on the ground. He's got a decent gas tank. He wins in top position. You rock him on the feet. He's shooting takedowns. Jhonata Diniz can get a knockout for sure here. But you have to formulate the right game plan. And you can't get sloppy. You look at Justin Tafa, who fought Karl Williams. He landed some significant shots on the feet, but consistently was throwing up high kicks and then getting taken down, and he has no get-up ability. Not that Jhonata Diniz has better get-up ability than Tafa, but I expect a better striking fight IQ than Justin Tafa. And on top of that, Jhonata Diniz is 6'4", as opposed to Tafa, who did fairly well against Williams, is only 6 feet. Little bit of a half-inch reach advantage for Diniz over Williams too. Being the taller guy, being the heavier guy. I think simply being the bigger man, he's going to be able to power fight off some takedown attempts. He may lose the first round getting smothered, but then in the second, stop a takedown and drop some bombs. I'm going with Jhonata Diniz to get a knockout win of Karl Williams in this fight. Now, we got to check them out on the scale. How do they look? I've said, I guess I can't say it yet because Williams is up first. I'll be honest, Williams looks ready to go. He looks in good shape. He's got that Mr. Clean bald head. He's got the little beard coming together. Karl Williams looks jacked. I give credit where it's due. He's in real good shape. He's got a good gas tank, too. Jhonata Diniz, I've said it in the past, man. He looks like a more lean Brazilian Peter Griffin. I mean, at least his face. But he's got like a weird two-pack. He kind of looks like a botched ab surgery. You know when they get that stomach surgery where they flatten you out, the tummy tuck? They did a botched tummy tuck, so he's stuck, unfortunately, with like a two-pack. I don't even know. There's a weird line in the middle. But you know what? I think Jhonata Diniz is a dangerous kickboxer, former pro kickboxer, and you see the size advantage for him there. That size advantage should add to your confidence if you have Diniz as a dog, and especially if you like him by knockout. Karl Williams is a smaller heavyweight compared to a Diniz. And regardless of the wrestling skill, I think the size is a factor and the power is going to be a factor. Diniz is going to lay Karl Williams clean. We're going with a Jhonata Diniz KO. He's plus 175 as the underdog. Williams has a minus 205 favorite. Over 1.5 is minus 105. High risk with the knockout power of Diniz. If Williams is to win, it's probably going over 1.5. Diniz by KO sits at upwards of plus 300, around plus 250. My official call, Jhonata Diniz to find the chin. I think he gets a KO. If you think he's going to lose the first round, then get a second round knockout, that might be something that's live, plus 850. If you're looking to live bet it, maybe he gets blanketed in the first round, and then you bet him going into the second at like plus 700. I don't know what it would be, but, you know, depending on how the first round goes, we'll see what the odds are at. And then he ends up getting a KO. So I'm going Jhonata Diniz to find the chin of Karl Williams, to lay him out, knockout, and I think he's got some upside potential. I believe in Jhonata Diniz. I know he's got some good skills, man. And even though he had a bad moment against Austin Lane, I still think a lot of improvement is definitely live here. And I feel like he's going to lay Karl Williams out. I believe in Diniz. Undefeated, and I don't think Williams is the guy to give him the O. As good as his wrestling and pressure is, Diniz is a freaking powerhouse. And I like the heavy-fisted savages at heavyweight. And I'm not going with Mr. Lay and Pray. Give me Diniz for the W. Next fight on the card. Ladies going after it. I'll see you guys later. No, I'm fucking around. This fight's okay. Karol Rosa versus Pannie Kianzad. I think Karol Rosa beats her 29-28. Pannie Kianzad's boxing's decent, but as is Karol Rosa's. I think Rosa has better low kicks. I think Rosa's a little bit quicker, and I definitely feel as though Rosa has better jiu-jitsu. Now, what's holding me back from picking a Rosa to win by submission is the fact that she isn't getting many finishes in the UFC, especially now at a high level in the UFC. Pannie Kianzad is like top 10, right? Been around for a while. Granted, 2 losses in a row. Both of them, she was bodied on the ground. I mean, Chiasson easy worked her. And then Vieira, she was controlled for the vast majority of the fight with a lay and pray style. The fight was a snooze fest. I think Karol Rosa can get a hard-fought win over Pannie Kianzad. And like I said, 29-28. I feel like Rosa looked real good against Irene Aldana, but it's not necessarily a good thing that my biggest compliment to her is talking about a fight that she lost. Fight before that, Yana Santos split decision. I thought she deserved it, though. I didn't think it was a split. I thought it was unanimous. So even though split on paper, she was the rightful winner. I feel like Karol Rosa gets it done in a competitive fashion here against Pannie Kianzad, 29-28. And Rosa took that fight on short notice, up a weight class, too. So things to note about it. You know, the circumstantial reasons maybe she didn't look as good. Now, there is Pannie Kianzad. Got the arm ink. Looks like her right arm is significantly, or rather her left arm is significantly bigger than her right. I think it's just the angle, but it kind of gives that vibe. I don't even recognize Karol Rosa. Can we just sit for a second? Who the fuck is that? That's not Karol Rosa. You guys are fucking around. That's Karol Rosa. And now you're telling me that's Karol Rosa? Who the fuck is that? She looks like she's on Ozempic or something. Her face changed. Is she getting some work done? Botched. That freaks me out. I don't recognize Karol Rosa here. This does not look like her. Even the glasses. New style? Who is this? Who the fuck is this? There's the face. So she looks more like herself from the side. I'm going with Karol Rosa by a decision. She'll get Pannie in competitive fashion. But it's going to be a close fight. The money line sucks. Minus 210. I don't know. Throwing down a money line on a chalky women's favorite that, both girls are at relatively similar levels. Just seems like a recipe for disaster. But I do think she's going to win the fight. Plus 184 for Kianzad. The over 2.5 minus 500. Lock, bro. Lock that over. It's definitely going over, so write it down. Minus 500. We got the best play of the fucking week. You know what I will say, though? I do think that over is parlayable. And we'll talk parlays at the end. Post-weigh-in parlay, I'm going to write this down live on the show. I don't know. I got a feeling that maybe I should add that in to the post-weigh-in parlay. So I'm going to put this down as we speak right here. 2.5 Rosa. There we go. I'm not going to show you guys the font because you guys are going to make fun of me. But yeah, we're going with Karol Rosa on a decision. Rosa by decision is minus 150. That sucks. Betting side of this one, shit. Betting side of a lot of these fights is shit. But we will find a way. Okay? The parlay section, we will find a way to get some value. We're going with Karol Rosa to win this thing. Rosa for the win. She's going to beat Pannie Kianzad. Representing Brazil. She ain't taking the L to the Swede. Nah, it ain't happening. Rosa for the Dubski. Let's go. Let's keep on running. Next fight on the card is... This is actually our main card opener. Charalampos Grigoriou versus Toshiami Kazama. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you smash the likes. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Listen, Toshiami Kazama, I can't say enough good about him. I mean, look at his first 2 UFC fights. I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather level defensive striking. Wow. I'm actually really shitting on him. I'm joking. And if you haven't watched any predictions from me throughout the week, maybe you took it serious for a second. Toshiami Kazama is a pretty bad striker. He's pretty bad defensively at the least. Like, no defense. He lacks on the feet big time. He's a blanketing pressure style. Now, let me just throw the pick at you. It's Grigoriou. If you didn't realize that yet, well, come on. Anybody there? Charalampos Grigoriou is pretty slick in the stand-up. He's got some knockout wins. His kickboxing's decent. And on top of that, Serra-Longo guy has good jiu-jitsu, has decent enough wrestling. I don't think Kazama blankets Charalampos Grigoriou for 3 rounds. I think Grigoriou could out-grapple Kazama and outstrike him. I think he's live to knock Kazama out. Road to UFC is bringing in frauds consistently. Okay? There are frauds from Road to UFC every damn week at this point. Road to UFC has a lot of dudes that are getting fraud checked left and right. And I think Kazama's already been fraud checked. So fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. If you fool me a third time, I'm a freaking moron. So Charalampos Grigoriou for the knockout win. If he loses this fight, he is probably going back to Long Island. We'll never hear from him again. Career over. But he's going to get a win. He's slick. He'll win. He's a confident pick. He should probably be the lock. We'll talk at the end because Serghei... We'll talk after. We'll talk about that when we get there. I think that Charalampos Grigoriou is pretty good. Pretty good. Strongly emphasize pretty good. Good shape, though. Shredded as fuck. Looks intense, man. He's got that Greek schnoz on him. Ready to kill, man. Before that jab hits him, he's stabbing Kazama with his nose. Holy shit. There's Kazama. He's got a little bit of a swollen eye. I don't know, maybe pink eye. He's, fooling around a little bit too much before the fight. What's he doing? What's Kazama been up to, man? What's he been doing? There's the intense face-off. Kazama, he looks in great shape. But Grigoriou a little thicker, a little stronger, more intense. He did do that thing, and Kazama didn't really flex. Lost a little aura there. Charalampos Grigoriou, I don't know why you did that. I didn't particularly like it. And now you have me worried that you're going to end up getting caught by karma. But I'm going to have faith that he still wins. So, yeah, Charalampos is the pick. Charalampos for the W. He should get a knockout. Minus 250, but the odds suck. So you have to confidently pick a guy who's 0-1 in the UFC against a guy who's 0-2 in the UFC. Wow. this is where we're at with this UFC Vegas card. It's okay fights, don't get me wrong, but when you're actually talking about it from the fucking prediction and betting side, vomit worthy. Over 1.5 minus 130. Kazama's defense sucks, man. I'm saying Grigoriou puts him to sleep. Under 2.5 minus 185. It's going under. Grigoriou by KO minus 110. He's gonna knock him out. Grigoriou should win it. I mean, if you're parlaying it, just throw the money line. Don't risk it on the knockout. I know he's been getting some KOs, right? You see he's missed a KO. How many decisions has he even got? He's got, what, 1 decision? No, he's got 2 decisions, but it's a while back. But he has been distanced before. Granted, fuck, man, I see 0-2. Jesus. But the Smotherman KO was pretty badass. I'm going with Charalampos Grigoriou to knock out Toshiami Kazama. Kazama is going to sleep, man. That's it. That's how it's going down. Japan, I'm sorry. You got Kaya Skira. You can't get a W with Kazama this week. Not happening. Next fight on the card. Ladies going after it. Yana Santos versus Chelsea Chandler. Yeah. So Chelsea Chandler is fighting at women's bantamweight, and she weighed 141. What the fuck is going on? She's a featherweight. Can't do this weight cut anymore. So, yeah, that sucks. I'm saying like I don't know the pick. I've been picking Chelsea Chandler all week, man. I've been team Nick Diaz Army, team Chelsea Chandler. I've been backing her with confidence like a savage. But I guess I've mentioned Yana Santos is not breastfeeding anymore. Sorry to you sickos out there that were, buying the cartons that she was selling. No longer available online. I'm kidding. But Chelsea Chandler's at 141, it's worrisome. Did she even train? She looked kind of fat. We're going to look at the scales in a second. Yana Santos looked insane. So I've been picking Chelsea Chandler, and it's a women's fight. So to flip to the favorite doesn't seem like the right thing. But I am very worried about Chelsea Chandler with this botched weight cut. But then again, I'm like, I could give her an advantage in the clinch. She's a little heavier. Santos likes to clinch a lot. I'm still picking Chelsea Chandler. But my God, she looks horrible. She looks fucking terrible, man. The hair is a mess. I think just shave it off at this point. She's got a lot of visible body fat. I mean, you can't see a fucking bicep on her. The stomach, I mean, it looks terrible. This is low-grade fitness, which, I mean, we got to expect that sometimes with the Nick Diaz Army, especially how Nick came in last time. They haven't been putting in the same work. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, she looks like she just rolled out of bed. She looks like she should be working at Dunkin' Donuts tomorrow morning, not fighting in the UFC main card at the Apex. But hey, listen, crazy shit happens. And Yana Santos looks like a fucking professional athlete, shredded, abs, weird looking abs, but still abs. She looks in great fucking shape. Why does does Yana Santos have to come in looking like a freak, and Chelsea Chandler comes in looking like a freak too, but in a completely different way? My God. And then even the face-off. I mean, Chelsea Chandler looks soulless at this fucking face-off. I don't even want to pick. These type of fights, I don't even want to talk picking anymore. I don't fucking... The fuck? This is what we're doing. This is where I'm at right now. I've been picking Chelsea Chandler throughout the week, okay? I think that Chelsea Chandler can win if she has any bit of focus and if Yana Santos is as washed as I'm thinking, but also Yana Santos talking that she's been putting in a lot of work. Chelsea Chandler's a red flag pick now. I picked her. I'm red flagging her. I don't know if I want to flip off of her, though. I don't know. I got bad luck with these fucking pick flips, man. If I flip the other way, Chelsea Chandler, I'm not flipping shit. Chelsea Chandler for the win. Fuck it. Yana Santos might be shredded looking. Okay? But Chelsea Chandler gets a split decision. And as I'm saying that, I'm like, she's probably losing. Listen, if you betting on her, man, I was thinking about it. I had to see weigh-ins, and now I'm thinking it's a bad idea. So, yeah, might have to cash some parlays out. If you got D-Gen with Chelsea, good luck. Plus 126. Santos minus 146. Fuck, man. She looks so... Yana Santos looks so good on the scale, and Chandler looks so bad. Over 2.5 minus 400. I just feel like I'm walking into a shit sty, bro. Losses split. trying to convince myself to flip, but it's like I can't because Yana Santos never looks good. Chelsea Chandler at least looked good against Josiana Nunes. I'm going with Chandler. I think she finds a way. Plus 235, but I don't know where she's at mentally. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the physique. Minus 400. I'm going to say that being fatter, Chelsea Chandler is stronger. Chelsea Chandler has more cardio. She does well in the clinch, and she finds a way to get a close decision win. She's beaten foxy Yana Santos, who looks pretty foxy. Chelsea Chandler for the W, okay? She ain't going to Dunkin' Donuts for work tomorrow. She's fighting in the damn UFC. Chandler for the win. Let's go. All right, next fight on the card. We got Chris Gutierrez versus Quang Lee. Quang. Listen, we're going with Chris Gutierrez. I think that he wins the fight for sure. If he loses to Quang Lee, cutting him from the UFC. No conversation. He won't, though. Quang Lee's got decent Muay Thai. He's got some dangerous power. He's shown some ability. But it's in LFA. It's against lower-level guys, and listen, Chris Gutierrez, shit on him all you want, and like we can shit on him a little bit after that Song Yadong fight, and we can be disappointed after the Pedro Munoz fight. He's a head case, and he falls apart late in fights when they aren't going his way, but he's got a clear technical skill set advantage in the striking. Like, he's going to be slicker, he's going to be quicker, he's fought high-level opposition, and it's not like Quang Lee is some 26-year-old. Quang Lee's almost the same age as Chris Gutierrez with way less experience. I'm going with Gutierrez. He's a lock, bro. He's going to absolutely chop at the legs of Quang Lee and avoid big shots. But because Chris Gutierrez consistently underperforms, he's going to win a decision. He's not going to finish the fight. We're going with Gutierrez, though. For sure. There's no delusion here. There's no confusion. Quang Lee, he looks fucking scary, man. He looks like a villain out of one of those kung fu movies and shit, right? You get that vibe? He looks terrifying. Quang Lee's scary, man. He looks like a fucking zombie. Holy shit. Chris Gutierrez, at this point, he just looks like, a normal fit guy with a cauliflower. He looks good. It's Chris Gutierrez. He's ready to go. Intense face-off. Damn, bro. Quang Lee, unfortunately, he's got the crater face, and I'm not trying to bash him. I'm sorry to anybody that has acne scars. I'm sorry. I hope you can get some procedures or some little shots in it. You'll be good to go. But, yeah. Chris Gutierrez is going to destroy him. It's just a matter of, does Chris Gutierrez push it for the finish? It's consistently a problem. Chris Gutierrez does not finish. Oh, but he knocked out the corpse of Frankie Edgar. Exactly. It was the corpse of Frankie Edgar. For the most part. Oh, he chopped Vince Morales' legs apart. Bro, it's Vince Morales. Okay? When he fights guys that are decent enough, like decision, you know what he's going to do. He's getting a decision. Bing, bing, bong. Decision win for Chris Gutierrez, but nonetheless, he's a lock here at minus 550. What a hot take. Hot take. Nobody's picking Chris Gutierrez but me. Minus 550. Quang Lee plus 400. If you got Quang Lee, let me know in the comments how many Quang believers are. Quang gang. Quang. Good luck on the Quang gang, but unfortunately, I think he's taking a fat L. Over is probably going to happen at minus 200 unless Gutierrez just channels something inside of him that's different. Normally doesn't. Plus 185, Gutierrez. Gutierrez to win via decision is my official pick at minus 125. Listen, if there's a lock on this fucking card, man, it's Gutierrez, bro. Gutierrez is not losing. And I've been very zoomed out for the odds throughout the entire show. Just realizing it now. Sorry. Yeah, Gutierrez for the W. Chris Gutierrez for the win, taking it home. Bang, bang. Quang. Let's go. Next fight on the card, we got our featured bout of the night. We got Danny Barlow versus Nikolai Veretennikov. Normally, I'm just picking these OVs with my eyes closed, but Barlow's a bad motherfucker. I like Danny Barlow. I'm picking him to win. I think he's going to be slicker on the feet than Veretennikov. Now, he did miss weight by a quarter pound. I don't know why it says 0.3 here on Tapology. They can't do 0.25. You can't round down. You got to disrespect them and say 0.3 over. They didn't give him time to cut the extra weight, but I'm sure he probably would have been able to. But it's all good. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. He's barely over the limit. He'll correct it next time. He doesn't look like a dead man. We'll look in a second on the scale, but he doesn't look like a dead man. Veretenikov's a savage, though. Okay? Veretenikov's a knockout artist, too. Veretenikov's a bullying pressure fighter. Unfortunately, he lacks speed and he lacks slickness. Two things that Danny Barlow absolutely has. Barlow can crack, man, and he's got a lot of ability. Veretenikov's a little too stiff for him, and I think you're going to see Barlow lay Veretennikov out in impressive fashion. He's going to look better than the Josh Quinlan fight. People would judge him from that, but he broke his hand in the first round. It's something that he talked about at media day. Broken hand, still getting a knockout. Veretenikov's probably getting laid out, guys. Danny Barlow's a dangerous man. Barely over the limit. It's not like a Chelsea Chandler weight miss. Okay, but Veretenikov's scary looking, man. I'll tell you straight up. Veretennikov is an intimidating motherfucker. Dude is in shape. And Danny Barlow looks pretty decent. I mean, doesn't look like a guy that's missing the mark. Unfortunately, he did. Had to bring out the box. It is what it is. The left hand to God. Kazakhstan versus USA. Listen, Kazakhstan, greatest country in the world. All other countries are run by little girls. Nah. Team USA for the W. Okay, Borat? Borat's getting laid the fuck out in this one. I think Barlow finds that left hand. That left hand to God is going to be a left hand to Veretennikov. He's getting laid out. So I think Danny Barlow, knockout, looking smooth, looking impressive, faster, cleaner. Avoid some takedown attempts because Veretennikov will shoot as he's getting outstruck. And I think Danny Barlow's taking a big one home. Sucks that he missed weight. That does suck, but is what it is. I think he's still winning it. Minus 355 for Danny Barlow. I mean, odds on this card for confident picks, man. Have fun. Veretennikov plus 290. Absolute shit. And then looking at the knockout win for Danny Barlow, minus 110. No, it's plus 110, actually, if you can find it at plus. But I really think Barlow can get a KO. I don't like the over 1.5 or the under 1.5 because it definitely could go longer. Barlow could get tested a bit here, and he could have to fight hard for this win. Veretenikov's a scary guy, man. Stepping in on short notice, he's got balls. It's just, I really do think Barlow's got some special striking skill, and I think it's going to really come in handy here against a pretty game dude in Veretennikov. So I'm picking Danny Barlow. I'm calling a knockout. I think he can find home to the bombs. I think he can land some KO shots. I think he can land some Barlow bombs, we'll call them. Left hand to God, left hand to the chin of Veretennikov. And Kazakhstan, I'm sorry, but we're taking you out in this one. Team USA. Danny Barlow by knockout, and I'm excited for this fight. Sucks that he missed weight, though. Let's keep running. Co-main event of the evening. We got Chepe Mariscal versus Damon Jackson. Who missed weight? Guess who? Chepe Mariscal. Bro, 149.5. He's like 5'6", dog. And he's coming in at 150 for this fight? I get it, though. Chepe's a thick dude. I don't know. He's liking eating good, bro. He's in Colorado. This is what happens, man. 2 weeks before the fight, they're still smoking that good shit. He takes a couple edibles with the buddies. Like, he's not turning down that extra couple slices of pizza and they're going for Dairy Queen after. That's what happened. That's why he's not on weight. That's what happens sometimes when you're smoking too much. It is what it is, okay? I think Chepe Mariscal can outdog Damon Jackson, but that is incredibly hard to do. And I've been picking Chepe throughout the week with about zero confidence. And right now, the confidence is still not there. So I do want to see the scale. Damon Jackson has a better wrestling. I think Chepe's got good enough grappling competitive with Damon Jackson, especially defensively in scrambles. But it's worrisome. Striking, Chepe does more damage, but Damon Jackson also has very good durability. We're in Shitsville, USA. The Chepe Mariscal pick might need to be flipped. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's not make any vast decisions just yet. There is Chepe Mariscal. He looks like Henry fucking Cejudo. I mean, he's in relatively good condition, too. He's pretty lean. Coming out 149.5. Was this a strategic move? Because Damon Jackson is strong with his wrestling. Having an extra 4 pounds is powerful when you're tied up on the inside. I think that could give Chepe a little more oomph and also potentially a little more steam at the end. There's Damon Jackson who looks... I don't even know how he's alive in this picture. Holy shit. If they just showed you Damon Jackson, cut out the fucking arms because he's got some muscle there. Take out the UFC background. And I told you the crack epidemic of San Francisco. This could be the face of the whole thing. Listen, Damon Jackson's a savage. I'm giving him a hard time. But Jesus, man, when he cuts weight, he don't look good. He don't look good. Holy shit. The crack epidemic over here. There's the face-off. My God, man. Chepe Mariscal somehow is morphed into a slightly uglier Henry Cejudo. I don't understand how this happens. And that's hard to do because Cejudo looks like a fucking goofball. But is what it is. Okay. Sit for a second. I'm going to sit. I'm going to sit on this one. I'm going to let the answer come to me. Do I go for crack or do I go for Cejudo? Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Flip a coin. Flip a coin. Heads, I'm going with Chepe. Heads. Okay, we're sticking with Chepe. Heads, Chepe. I don't know if you heard Siri, but I said, Siri, put it on. Now, I've been picking Chepe throughout the week. The coin flip was kind of just, I don't know. It was for fun. It was to entertain you guys, all right? I knew I was sticking with Chepe because I don't want to pick flip. But, I would never bet Chepe in this fight. And because of my low confidence Chepe pick, I almost want to go after a Damon Jackson underdog bet, but not flip the pick. Because the odds are too wide. We'll look at the odds in a second. Let's just get to the screen. 2-1? How is Chepe 2-1 here? Plus 170 Jackson? Bro, Damon Jackson's got a good chance, bro. Damon Jackson is not a bad value bet because the odds for this fight should be way closer. They should be more like minus 145, plus 125. So you're getting, a little extra steam if you're betting Damon Jackson as a dog here. Because he should not be this wide of an underdog. He's got a chance. I could see him landing takedowns. I think that Chepe probably cuts him and then gets a close decision. But this fight's going to be fucking chaotic, man. So ultimately, Mariscal pick, would not bet it. Over 2.5, I got a good feeling about. Minus 125. I like the over 2.5. It's at good value too. And I know both guys can do some damage and are dangerous, but I think Chepe gets it on a close decision. So minus 125 for the over. Mariscal to win it on the decision, plus 165. Jackson by decision, plus 400. Again, not a crazy bet to bet the Jackson side because my confidence is like 52% to 48. It's really not a high confidence Chepe pick one bit. But I think he can do a little more damage in something that's going to be damn competitive. Chepe's the better striker for sure, and he is the more damaging guy. And he's also quicker. He's younger, too. And Chepe's got some good wins on the resume. He's been around for a damn long time. He's on a nice streak. I know the Morgan Charrier fight. I know it's concerning for me. It was close, too close. And now it's like Damon Jackson is way less slick, though, than Morgan Charrier. He's a way worse striker than Morgan Charrier. He's a better wrestler, though. And I know Charrier had some success with the wrestling there, but was it because of the slick striking that he was able to, get a little wrestling off? We shall find out. I'm going to go with Chepe because, listen, I have to stick with it. I got to go with Cejudo's brother. I'm going with twin Cejudo over Damon Jackson. Is what it is. Fuck it. This card's crazy. This card's insane. Let's jump to the main event of the evening. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you smash the likes. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We got Marcin Tybura versus Serghei Spivac 2. I've been picking Serghei Spivac throughout the week. I've been confident in Spivac. I've said it all week. He's heavier now. This is not little man Spivac. He's put on size. He's weighing in the 250s. And Tybura's weighing in the 240s, right? And what happens today at weigh-ins? I get absolutely screwed because Serghei Spivac decides to go on a fucking diet all of a sudden and he weighs in at 238. Why the hell is he 238? Why are we back to the first fight again? Why are things flipped upside down? Is he just cursed to lose again? Did I just give him bad fucking juju by saying, I'm going to lock him? Now I'm regretting the shit out of it. So frustrating. I hate the Vegas cards because of this. I love watching them, but because of the pick side, I get fucking frustrated, man. So Spivac is lighter. I mean, he doesn't look much smaller, but he's a lot lighter. What was Spivac's last one? I think it was 254. So Serghei Spivac against Cyril Gane, 256. Serghei Spivac against Derek Lewis, 255. Serghei Spivac, Augusto Saad, 249. Greg Hardy, 243. So he's packed on some weight. Against Tom Aspinall, he was 230 fucking 8, and he looked like shit. And now we got Marcin Tybura coming in at 252. What was his last win? Against Ty, 247. Against Tom, he was 246. Against Blagoy, he was 253. Look like shit, though. That fight sucked. 252 against Romanov, though. My fuck.
Serghei fucking Spivac, bro. Can you eat a damn cheeseburger? Why the hell could you not weigh 250 for me? Marcin Tybura, holy shit, he looks fat. Like, if you cover Marcin Tybura's face, because he kind of got a baby face, that looks like your grandfather. Now, he looks maybe like a fat uncle, actually. Grandfather's a little bit of a stretch. He looks like your chubby uncle who still thinks he's got a good three-point shot or something like that. My God. Battle of the fucking physiques in this one. Holy shit. Well, I've been picking Spivac all week, and I'm not flipping it. I still think he can win, but I am very concerned about this. So, listen, I called him a fucking confident pick. I called him a lock. And now I'm sitting here a little bit under distress because I expected him at every bit of 258 pounds being able to outmuscle Tybura. Now I worry that Tybura does land these key takedowns. Serghei fucking Spivac. Let's hope that Spivac does well. Let's hope that he's still strong. I'm just going to have blind faith at this point because I can't backtrack because I ain't no bitch. All right? Serghei Spivac for the win. He's going to be able to out-grapple Tybura. Stop the takedowns when Tybura's shooting him. Land some big punches on the feet. Sting up Tybura with some clean shots. Make him uncomfortable. Make him feel the pain, okay? Serghei Spivac's finding a way in this one. Any means necessary. And Spivac's going to finish Marcin Tybura. Tybura's got no hands. He can't box, okay? Tybura's only skill set is the grappling. Now, Serghei Spivac, not an A-tier boxer, but he was still outstriking Tybura in their first fight when he had minimal UFC experience. He's better now, significantly. So, I'm going to go with Serghei Spivac to TKO Marcin Tybura. I'm sticking with the pick. Minus 155 for Serghei Spivac. Tybura plus 135. I don't know who the fuck told him come in lighter. I know it's a 5-round fight. Maybe that's the mentality. You can finish stronger. And hey, maybe Tybura's fat-ass gasses. That's a possibility. I'm talking a lot of shit about Tybura. I'm sorry, Tybura. You seem like a great guy. I'm giving you a hard time. Over 3.5 is minus 115. And then Spivac to win by knockout plus 200. I'm going with Spivac. He finds a way. Maybe coming in lighter was a good strategy. Maybe he's going to be ready for a hard 5, whereas Tybura probably isn't. So give me Serghei Spivac money line as the lock. It's a confident pick. I'm riding with it. I don't care. You know what? He knows better than me. If he thinks 238 is his recipe for mastery, fuck it. 238 it is. I'm still backing Spivac with confidence. Serghei Spivac avenges the L to Marcin Tybura, and he continues to move up the ranks. He's only 29. He's a 29-year-old savage. I'm a big fan of Spivac. I like him a lot. He's a badass. And I think he can beat Marcin Tybura, especially after that last fight. The haircut was so bad. He deserves punishment for that. Especially, Tuivasa was dropping hammers on him, but Tybura does got a good chin for the most part. Against Tom Aspinall, not so much, but it's Aspinall. He knocks everybody out. Yeah, I think Serghei Spivac can find a way to pull this one off. I'm going to pick him to get a TKO finish. Probably ground and pound. Hard-fought W. But hey, maybe it goes to full 5. So the money line is the best side of Spivac. I think he can avenge the loss. I'm riding with the Polar Bear. I'm riding with Team Moldova to beat the Polish. And I think the youth on the the upswing, the improvement, everything going his way. As I keep getting this damn mustache on my lip. You know that feeling? Absolutely hate it. Serghei Spivac for the W. Those are the predictions for UFC Vegas 95. But we're not done yet because we got to do the post-weigh-in parlays. And let's see. Let's concoct some magic right fucking now. Okay? It's magic. You know. All right, where's the magic? Where's the fucking magic? All right. We're looking at what's a main card parlay piece that I want to throw in right now, okay? Chris Gutierrez, you can't lose, Chris. If you lose this fight, excommunicated. UFC, done. We're cutting him. I'm cutting him. I'm making a phone call. Okay. Chris Gutierrez, Karol, Rosa, over 2.5. My God, minus 258. That's it. That's the lock, baby. Woo! That sucks. Okay. What can I put in to give me some value? I don't know where I'm going with this one. I could go Charalampos for about even money, right? Go Charalampos. He should beat Kazama. Kazama's shit. All right, there we go. Charalampos. We're doing it right now. We're doing it. From here I shall add. I'm torn, man. I want to add Barlow, but something's telling me, wait a second. Save him. He's a later leg. Zalal, plus 138. Okay. 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 That's all right. I think this is live. Have faith. Sometimes you got to have faith. Spivac got the big cross. Amen. Jesus is blessing him in this fight. He's a man of God. Plus 290. Okay? Boom. Put him in. Now, mentioning God, maybe we got to put the left hand to God on the slate too for plus 397. This is disgusting. But this is just how I got to do it right now. This card is a bad one to bet on. What? I didn't say that. Plus 578. All right, there we go. D-gen as fuck. All right, well, listen. Mix and match it how you want. If you're okay with minus 258 for the over in the Rosa fight and the fucking Gutierrez pick, I'm telling you that's a lock, but that sucks. That sucks. And I totally understand that's not, what a parlay's about. All right, Jhonata Diniz, underdog. Do we do it? Do I just go throw him by knockout? Fuck it. You got to have balls sometimes. Let's see. Diniz by sub. There we go. Yeah. Diniz by KO. If you can find plus 335, you're living lavishly. All right. So right out of there, that's a good bet just right away. The Rosa and Kianzad over. If one of these girls finishes, I'll cry. Actually, you know what? I'll take it out just because I said that. I don't want to jinx myself. Where's Chris Gutierrez? Where's Mr. Minus 700 over here? All right. Plus 411. Then I guess I have to put the over in the ladies fight. Can I get any fucking value this week? Plus 500. All right. All right. All right. Who do we add from here? Kazama is so shit that I'm going to go Grigoriou plus 738. If you sell for me, Grigoriou, I'll never forgive you. Zalal plus 935. Okay. Okay. We got to get it to plus 1,000 though. Fuck it. What about the over in this fight like a savage? Plus 1812. Boom. Diniz KO, Chris Gutierrez, the over in the Rosa fight, Charlotte plus Grigoriou, Youssef Zalal, the over in the Chepe Mariscal fight. Boom. Savage mode. Add in Spivac, you degenerate. Plus 3,000. Add in Barlow, plus 2,000. Add in both, plus 38. All right, listen. We're getting out of hand, man. We're kind of getting crazy. You get where my head is at. Be cautious with your bets. I know I say it every week, but especially this week, because there's a lot of really shitty odds. So bet intelligently. Do your own research before betting. If you're blindly telling me and you're throwing down substantial amounts of money, well, you're kind of crazy. Do some research. Do your own due diligence, man. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Smash the hell out of the likes. If you're new, subscribe. Thank you for 35,000 subs. We're on the way to 36,000 already, so I'm very excited. I appreciate everybody for supporting the show. Daily content coming. Keep it locked in on the channel. You guys are absolute walking W's, and W's it up in the comments to boost the algorithm for me. Thank you guys so much. See you in the Fight Companion. Good night. Peace out.